Hi guys, welcome back to the classroom. My name is Brady Bessette. I will be your substitute teacher for the afternoon, morning, night, whatever it is. Anyway, moving forward, I want to thank you guys all so much, really, seriously, for all of the birthday wishes. I got an immense amount from you guys, so I'm incredibly grateful for all of you guys in this community that we've built. I'm sorry though for all of the ones who didn't wish me a happy birthday. I'm just gonna have to give you guys detention, so see me after class for that. But anyway, moving into today's lesson, as you may have seen last week, I had put out my 2020 reel. I hope you liked it, but assembling it and putting it together, I really came across the question of how do I do this and what do I do, and overthinking what's right and wrong, because your reel is supposed to be your highlight of your highlight. So going into that and asking myself all of those questions, I thought that I would put together a video so I could help you guys assemble your reel, especially going in to the beginning of the new year. As a filmmaker, our reel is essentially our resume. It's what you show to any potential clients, anybody that may be looking to hire you for whatever it is that you do, whether it's direct, or you're an editor, or you're a colorist, or a DP like myself. It's a compilation of your absolute best work, but your best work in a genre that you're really trying to target, the type of work that you really want to do. If you want to do weddings, you're going to put like a wedding reel together, or your product stuff. It's going to be your best stuff in that target demographic that you really want to bring in and have for future work. That's the goal with it. And if you don't have any work to show for that specific niche that you're trying to get into, a great thing to do is create a spec ad. And a spec ad basically is targeting a client or a company or a product similar to the ones that you would like to attract, and taking this product and making a passion project and adding your own creative twist and having complete total creative freedom, which is awesome. You don't have anybody breathing down your neck telling you to do this instead of that. It's your own passion project, so you can show all of your talent and then show that to clients in the future. Sarah and I are actually writing and shooting our own spec that we've written in probably the next week or so to do the same thing. So it's a great thing to do, especially if you have COVID free time wherever you are. Bottom line is, you make a reel to show all of your creative talents and to stand out among all of the others that your potential clients may be looking at. You want them to look at your reel and say, this is unique, that's cool, we want you. And then they'll call you, and then they'll hire you, bam, you're done. So how do we actually make this reel, and how do we assemble it? Like, what does this process look like? Well, I wanted to touch on a few points that are really gonna make your reel stand out among all the others. What I did first is take note of all of the projects you know you're proud of. Whether it's a music video or your own passion project or a client project, track all of those down, mark them down, and then go through each one and really pick 2 or 3 of your absolute best and favorite, most impressive shots out of those and mark down the file names. So then once you're done all of that, take all of those files from all these assorted different drives. It's hectic and crazy, I know. Bring it all home into one folder to keep everything organized. It's gonna save you a huge headache. And then go into your editing software, whether it's Premiere or Final Cut. I use DaVinci Resolve. So when assembling your reel, you're no longer a DP or colorist or director. You become a very hard and crucial editor, like the one that you would hate, because we need to think in the eyes of a client that is looking at 100 of these, 200 of these, whatever. So we wanna make it clean, clear, and concise, and straight to the point. And I know a lot of us are always attached to these really cool shots and these really long shots. I'm completely guilty of it. Unfortunately, we live in a time where everybody is either really impatient or too busy to watch these 5-minute long reels. So we need to keep it within, I'd say, 40 seconds to 2 minutes long at max, like absolute most. And you want to keep it having this consistent driving energy and not be slow and get boring. So try not to have shots that are 5 seconds, 10 seconds long, because honestly, a lot of people's attention span fades out by then. So keep it really energy driven, but obviously not really fast jump cuts, but just enough to keep it flowing and interesting. And to keep this energy flowing smoothly throughout your entire reel, your music choice is just as important. You want to pick a genre of music that is universally acceptable. I would try to steer away of some genres that may be annoying to some or less desired, like maybe club, EDM music, or heavy metal. I would try to ignore that. For my reel, I try to find something that still has a lot of energy and isn't too slow, but has kind of a sentimental pace to it and really conveys emotion while you're watching it, to try to pull on the heartstrings of those soft viewers out there like myself. I find all of my music off of Artlist. Artlist has always helped me in finding whatever song or genre or type of music that I need for all of my projects. So I'll link that down below as well, just to access it easy. But moving on to other sorts of sound, being sound design and sound effects. Since we know that audio is so important, sound design plays just as important as a role. It really brings in the viewer into your project. So adding atmospheric sounds like birds or rain or trees or cars, whatever's going on in the scene, to help everybody wrap their head around what's going on and really bring all of their senses into your reel and into your projects. Make sure not to go overboard with these. It's really easy to make your sound effects way too forward and frontal and loud. And with sound design and stuff like that, you really want it to almost go unnoticed, to the point where they don't directly notice it when watching it, but they hear it and it registers in their brain without them noticing. So definitely add some level of sound design matching to all of your shots. Don't go overboard, don't go crazy. You don't need to have like 30 layers of sounds for every single thing that's going on, kind of where you just want to pull the attention of the viewer to. And then it comes to color grading, and you want to make sure that all of your amazing shots get colored and still look amazing in post, right? So definitely spend a lot of time kind of going individually with all these clips and coloring them to the best of your knowledge and ability to make them look really perfect. Another option could be to find a colorist out there that may want to work with you and help you on that reel if you help them or something like that, to make sure that your footage looks really, really awesome. Personally, I did the sound and the coloring and the editing all myself because I like to be as proud as I can with all of my work, and I'm just simply weird and stubborn about that. But never be embarrassed or scared to reach out to somebody. Definitely use your resources, and everybody in this community alone is just here to help. And I hope that I'm speaking for the most of us here, that we're all here to help and we're all a family to help all the other editors and colorists and DPs, so on and so forth. But I don't want to ramble. Let's keep going. Try not to get caught up with those fancy effects and masking transitions that you really see all over YouTube. In my opinion, all those effects and transitions really do is just mask and cover up your shot quality and distract everybody from your shots. So hard cuts, I've come to find out, are my favorite cuts. Don't need any whip transitions or zooms or anything like that. I spent a lot of my time doing that in the past. I'm not a fan anymore. Try to avoid them, in my opinion at least. And then once your new baby is polished off and ready to go, you of course want it to be seen, right? So post it to your social media. On your website, you want it to be dead center so any potential client coming to your site can see your work right away. And then reach out to people, email it to potential clients or production companies or anybody that you might want to work with, and just get it in front of them, because your reel is made to be seen. That's what you spent all this time and effort on it to be seen. So make it that way. Put it in front of people. I like to be a little bit annoying about it. Hey, here's my reel. You look at it yet? Check it out. That's how I am. Make it seen, because it's your baby. It's your best work. And then since it's your baby, it's super important. So you want to update your reel frequently. Even after you complete it and spend all this time, say a week later, you do this super cool shoot. I'm doing a shoot next week. I'm going to have to update my reel with the best 2 or 3, 4 shots from this project, because you shouldn't have to wait every year or so to upgrade it. We're always evolving and getting better, so your reel should always be improving too. So wrapping up 2020, compile all of your best footage, get started on your reel so you can go into 2021 with a bang, a new fresh start, and show everybody how awesome you are at your craft and how awesome you are at what you do. But that's all I've got for you. I really hope this helps creating your new little babies, your baby reels. And once more, I want to thank you all so much for the birthday wishes. You made it so much better than I could have even asked. So there's that. I was joking about the detention, don't worry. But that's it, that's all I got for you guys, so consider this class dismissed. I will see you next week. Take care, bye-bye, have a good night, day, morning, week, weekend. Christmas, it's coming up. See you soon.